This is Retro Sports Radio. Visit RetroSeasons.com for more sports history.
The New York Yankees faced the San Francisco Giants at Candlestick Park for Game 1 of the 1962 World Series on Thursday, October 4th. The Yankees were managed by Ralph Houck and were the defending world champs, appearing in their 13th World Series in the past 16 years. The Giants were managed by Alvin Dark and were appearing in their first World Series since 1954. This audio recording is from the NBC radio broadcast featuring announcers George Kell and Joe Garagiola.
Thanks, Joe. We're ready to go here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco on a beautiful baseball afternoon, as Joe told you. The temperature is 63 degrees at 11 o'clock this morning. There's practically no wind at all right now, but the wind does come up here later in the afternoon. That's one of the reasons for the 12 o'clock starting time here in San Francisco. Here go the Giants on the field, and you'll hear a tremendous roar from this crowd. The National League champions, San Francisco Giants, are taking the field, and a rousing ovation from a capacity crowd here in Candlestick Park. Approximately 50,000 people greeted the Giants last night as they flew back from Los Angeles after winning the third game of the playoff against the Los Angeles Dodgers. As Joe told you, the pitchers today will be two left-handers. Billy O'Dell pitching for the Giants. Billy has won 19 and lost 14 this year. And for the Yankees, it'll be Whitey Ford, their brilliant left-hander with a record of 17 wins and 8 defeats. The umpires today, Al Barlick of the National League will be behind the plate. Charlie Berry of the American League will be at first base. Stan Landis of the National League will be down at second base. Jim Honachek of the American League at third base. Ken Burkhart of the National League will be down the left field line. And Hank Sower of the American League will be down the right field line. The Yankee bullpen is located down the right field line, and the Giant bullpen down the left field line. And this is a little bit strange, Joe, because the dugouts are just the opposite.
Reason for that, George, is that the manager would like to look at his bullpen, and if they were the other way around, from the Giant dugout, you cannot see the right field line. Therefore, to take a good look at his bullpen, he puts them right in direct view, which would be in the opposite direction down the left field line. It's a crisscross thing. That's not good for the ball players, because the ball players like to be in seclusion.
I was wondering, but I can see now that would be the reason. Here's the first pitch of the ball game to Tony Kubek. He fouls it back. One strike to the leadoff man. Kubek's a left-handed batter. He has a .314 batting average, 4 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Billy O'Dell getting ready. Here's a one-strike pitch. High and inside, and Kubek has to go down to get out of the way of this one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Giants play Tony a little bit to left field. Willie Mays straight away in center, but Harvey Keene has moved over toward the left field foul line. Jim Davenport, the third baseman, is in on the edge of the infield grass. In fact, all of the Giant infielders in a step or so. Tony slaps a lot of balls into left and left center. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. This one's coming right back into the press box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Dell coming in with a fastball around the letters.
O'Dell doesn't necessarily have to pitch down, which is a surprising thing. The effective way, of course, is to keep the ball down, but he is sneaky enough, he has been this year, to get that ball by you when it's up.
He seems to be trying to keep the ball inside to Kubek. They're going to try to make him pull the ball. Billy gets ready. The 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Tried to get the fastball by him on the outside corner, and Kubek fouls it back. Kubek, Richardson, and Trace will be the Yankee batters here on the top of the first inning. The 1962 World Series is underway from Candlestick Park. Billy O'Dell against Whitey Ford here in the first game. Here's the pitch to Tony. A line drive that's foul down the first baseline. This one bounding into the bullpen.
He broke his bat on that one, George, and that's a pretty good indication of the kind of stuff that O'Dell has, because that's one yardstick that you use on an O'Dell, and I would imagine a Whitey Ford, too, because the fastball from O'Dell to a left-hand hitter will break back and break in, and he's been staying inside using the belt buckle for the target, and he just gave Kubek an instant toothpick factory.
He just wasted one of his good bats, and he had to go back to the dugout to get another one. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A ground ball that's fouled on the third baseline. Frankie Crossetti, the Yankee coach at third base, picks it up. Crossetti coaching at third base, and Wally Moses, the coach at first base for the Yankees. I was talking to Odell before the ball game. He says, I hope the Yankees are looking for fastballs, because he said, I lost that about 2 weeks ago. I'm arm weary. It's going to be a lot of slow stuff. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Tony Kubek strikes out on a slow curve, Joe.
George, doesn't that remind you of that conversation, though, when they say, I don't have my fastball, like one pitcher telling another pitcher, you don't throw me any curveballs, I won't throw you any, and then the first time up, they'll snap off that beauty.
Don't believe it.
Don't believe it.
There's Bobby Richardson, little right-handed batter with a .302 batting average. Odell delivers. Strike. He got the fastball over. One strike to Bobby. He has 8 home runs and 58 runs batted in. Richardson has had a tremendous season for the Yankees, and, as always, a great World Series performer. Little clutch ball player. Here's a one-strike pitch. Curve down low. This one in the dirt. Scooped up by Ed Bailey. A ball and a strike to Bobby. 209 base hits during the regular season for Bobby Richardson. Odell into the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Down low. This one gets away from the catcher, rolls back. Tom Haller, the catcher for this ball club that was spiked in the playoffs, reported to the ballpark, says he's ready to play anytime manager Al Dark needs him.
Well, you just don't hurt in the World Series. That sore back and nagging muscles, that's going to leave you when you got a chance to play in a World Series.
You're certainly not tired, are you, Joe?
No, sir. Nothing like...
all winter to rest.
Ain't that the truth?
Here's the pitch. A line drive. This one is in there, just out of the reach of Chuck Heller. A soft liner over the head of the second baseman in the shallow right field. And Bobby Richardson picks up where he left off in the 1961 World Series. The first hit of the ball game puts a runner at first base, 1 out, and the batter will be Tom Tresh, the left fielder. Tommy's a switch batter. He'll be batting right-handed against the left-hander, Odell. 286 batting average for Tresh. 20 home runs this year, 93 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. A foul ball. This one hit him on the foot, rolls off to the right.
George, I think the surprising thing about a young Tresh this year has been his power. I know Ralph Houck, the manager of the Yankees, talking about it, says that Kubek going into the Army was really a blessing because it gave him an opportunity to find out about Tresh. He said, I thought he was a pretty good hitter, but I didn't think he had the power that he showed. And with 20 home runs, that's a lot of power.
Joe, when you find a power hitter that can hit from either side, you've got a real gem. This fellow's a good ball player. Odell checks his runner. The 1-strike pitch. Here's a liner to center field. This one's in there. A solid base hit. Richardson's going to hold on at second base. Willie Mays up for the ball on the second hop. Fires it into Pagan, the shortstop. So the Yankees have back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and here's Mickey Mantle.
The Yankee attack, George. The Nits and Nats get on, then the Lions and Tigers come out of the cage. Here it is. The 2 soft line drives, and now it's Mantle, Maris, and Howard. You're looking at some pretty good cannons.
Looks a little familiar, doesn't it, the pattern? Mickey Mantle, a switch batter. He'll be batting right-handed against Odell. Mickey, with a .321 batting average this year, had 30 home runs and 89 runs batted in. Mickey was out a large part of the season, but he still had a tremendous year for the Yankees. Mickey right down on the end of the bat, waiting on Billy Odell. The runners lead off. The first pitch. He swings and misses. Fastball up around the letters.
I like these guys that get down the end of the bat. You figure if they just moved down another quarter of an inch, they'd have a handful of knuckles. Right down on the end.
The Giants deep and around to the left field for Mantle. Infield back. Here's the pitch. A ground ball at foul just outside the bag at third. That one was headed into the left field corner for extra bases, but about a foot outside the line. A 2-strike count to Mantle.
Here at Candlestick, you'll see the Giant outfielders especially constantly looking at the flag. The way it's going right now, it's going a little bit towards the right field corner, and it'll slice towards right center coming off the bat of the right-hand hitter. They'll have to protect the right center field gap.
Here's the pitch to Mickey. Inside. The fastball that pushed him back from the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind has picked up since the start of this ball game. We're just barely moving the flag. about 30 minutes ago, but right now, flags are moving pretty good. Blowing from left field into right field. The pitch to Mickey. Down low, he checked his swing in time. That'll even the count at 2-2.
And Bailey tried to kind of steal a strike. Bailey has a reputation among the ball players as being an unofficial umpire. He's the last of the playing umpires. In fact, Dusty Bogus, whenever he sees Bailey catching, he always says, well, I see we got the extra umpire working today. Just merely offering constructive criticism, as most catchers will do.
Yogi's still helping out now and then.
I think most catchers will, George.
A 2-2 count to Mickey. Here's the pitch. Inside. Fastball, low and in. 3-2 to Mantle. Odell knows pretty much how he wants to pitch the Yankees, as he pitched in the American League for many years with the Baltimore Orioles. So they're no strangers to him.
Here comes a key situation already in the ball game. Richardson taking a look at Crossetti as to whether he should hold or come on down. Of course, what Mantle, as far as strikeouts is concerned, that's what dictates the move. You'd have to look for Richardson to break.
Odell gets set. Here's a 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss.
It's a good thing they were holding it, but out of this inning.
Billy Odell came in with a fastball around the knees on the inside part of the plate, and Mickey Mantle goes down swinging. That's 2 outs, and the batter will be Roger Maris. Roger's a left-handed batter. He has a .256 batting average. 33 home runs this year, 100 runs batted in. 2 on, 2 outs. We're in the first inning. There's no score in the ball game. Odell steps off, bluffing Richardson back to second base. Maris out of the box for just a moment, getting back in. 2 strikeouts and 2 singles in this inning. The Yankees are threatening. The pitch to Roger. Right, he got a fastball over. Odell is throwing hard. Regardless of what he said before the ball game, he is throwing hard today. Billy's a great competitor. Big headlines in the morning paper, so this is the chance he's been looking for a long time, a World Series start. There's a foul ball that's coming back into the crowd. Odell coming in with a fastball again. Maris fouled it back.
George, I was surprised to see the story by Willie. Willie says we're going to win this thing and win it easy.
Well, I think that might be a natural reaction, Joe, although I doubt any World Series is easy. Even those that are 1-4 straight, they're tough. Here's the pitch to Maris. Down low, he got the fastball over, but too low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the first inning, 2 on, 2 outs, no score in the ball game. Billy Odell pitching to Roger Maris. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Richardson at second base, Tom Tresh at first. Billy gets set. Here's the pitch. Inside. Fastball a little close.
The defense has really dropped back on the right side. Hiller at second base is on the edge of the grass, hoping that he can at least knock the ball down and save that run. Cepeda guards that line.
Giants are playing Maris a little bit more to left field than most ball clubs in the American League. Keene pretty much straight away in left field. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. This one bouncing back to the stands. 2-2 to Maris.
If you look at the overall picture, George, it looks like the infield really plays in the pull, whereas Keene, as you mentioned, is straight away. Willie's over in right center. He's got about 1.5 acres in left center field if he should happen to hit one out that way.
Raj will pull nearly everything against right-handed pitching. He'll hit more to left field against left-handers. A ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball hit deep into right field. Way back at the fence. Alou, he leaps. It is gone. It's up against the fence. Here's 1 run in, 2 runs in. Maris at second base. We're waiting for the call as to whether it was a home run or a double. I believe it's going to be a 2-base hit. The ball hit the top of the fence and bounded back. A 2-base hit for Roger Maris. 2 runs coming in. Alou crashed into the fence. He's limping, but he says he's going to be all right.
You can get higher than the fence here at Candlestick, and Alou played that ball perfectly. He got way up there. A lot of the youngsters, all equipped with gloves, will battle for that ball, it looks like it's going to go over the fence. Alou got to the fence, leaped up, and just didn't get a glove on. It looks like it was jarred loose, George, as he came down, his elbows hitting the fence.
Elston Howard, the batter, with a runner at second base and 2 outs. 2 runs in. Here's a swing and a miss on a fastball, 1 strike. As you said, I believe Alou got up above the fence and got it in his glove, but a lot of people behind the fence battling for the ball, and he batted it back into the playing field. So the Yankees out in front 2-0. The pitch to Howard. A ground foul right at the plate. Strike 2. Ellie's a right-handed batter. He has a .279 batting average. 21 home runs, 91 runs batted in. The wind might have been helping that ball. It is blowing from the left field corner toward the right field corner. Raj got it up in the air. Alou kept drifting back as if he might be going to make the catch at any time. Odell gets that. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Look out right into the Giant dugout. Ellie checked his swing. The ball hit his bat and sailed off on a line into the Giant dugout. Still strike 2. 2 singles and a double here in the first inning, and the Yankees have taken a 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. This one back in the crowd, right behind the plate.
These Yankees were talking about that they know a little bit about Odell, about a Billy Pierce, but they'll always add that one sentence that, well, he might have changed since we last saw him. You know, they were looking for a lot of breaking stuff off Odell. Odell was kind of setting him up by saying his arm is weary, but he's just been rearing back and firing.
He's been throwing hard. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Curveball. He pops it up. The second baseman, Chuck Hiller, drifting back on the grass, makes the catch and the side's retired. The Yankees pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 man left, and the score at the end of the first half, the first inning. New York 2 with the Giants coming to bat.
Hey, Joe,
What?
take a look at that new 63 Dodge.
Would I like to own that?
It's the new 1963 Dodge, the beautiful new way to go in the low-price field. This sleek and eager automobile is a bigger Dodge, a richer Dodge, but it's priced right down in the low-price field. Exciting to drive and built to stay that way. Chrysler engineered and Dodge built to be as rattle-free and rust-resistant as a car can be. The 63 Dependables from Dodge, the best-built cars in all Dodge history. And you don't have to come out of the low-price field to come up to Dodge. Let your dealer show you how in Dodge for 1963, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Well, we move along into the bottom of the first inning. The Yankees out in front by a score of 2-0. For the Giants, it'll be Harvey Keene to lead off. He'll be followed by Chuck Hiller and then Philippe Alou. Roger Maris coming through with a double with 2 runners on and 2 outs to drive in the 2 runs. You know, a lot of people saying that Maris had an off season this year, but Joe, he had 33 home runs and 100 runs batted in, and that might be an off season after 61 home runs, but pretty good.
That's the tough part about hitting 61 home runs, Joey. That's why I never felt like I'd like to hit 61. You know, what could you do for an encore?
Probably the way Maris feels today. What can you do?
That's right.
Anything less than 61's a bad year.
And Musial has gone through that all his career. Musial will hit 315 and have to apologize.
Here's Harvey Keene, a right-handed batter. Harvey with a .304 batting average. Whitey Ford delivers in tight with a fastball. 1 ball, no strike. Harvey has 10 home runs, 68 runs batted in. Giants play him pretty much straight away. Here's the pitch. Strike. He got the fastball over. 1-1 to Keene. Whitey Ford, the Yankee pitcher, he won 17 and lost 8 this year. Checks the sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball. He swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a great thing when you can go out to catch a ball game and know that your pitcher is going to give you more than 1 pitch to work with. And before the game, talking to Howard, he said he usually gets at least 3. That's real luxury.
Whitey gets ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball that is foul down the third baseline. one going into the bullpen in left field. Still a ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Keene, Chuck Hiller, and Felipe Alou, the first 3 batters for the Giants in the first inning. The Yankees in front, 2-0. 2 runs on 3 hits in the top of this inning. Keene right down on the end of the bat, waiting. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In tight. Let the fastball in around the knees, pushed him back.
See the Yankee defense, they're trying to jam Keene, yet they're playing him towards right center field. They don't expect him to be able to pull that ball.
Harv hits a lot of balls into right and right center. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Harvey Keene strikes out. Got the curveball by him around the knees.
You think it's just another game? 3-2 curveball? Leadoff man? They weren't about to let him hit that fastball. Ford snapped off a curveball. Now Elston Howard goes out to talk to him, and more than likely in a spot like this, just telling him what a great curveball that was.
It's not just another ball game, as we said, Joe, but if it could be to anybody, it would be to Whitey Ford. This fella has been like ice water in World Series competition. Chuck Hiller, a left-handed batter, stepping in. Little second baseman has a .276 batting average. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. Fastball around the letters.
Whitey really let Kubek have a little jab of his workout. The ball took a bad hop, hit Kubek in the Adam's apple. He said, same old Kubek. Every October, he's got to get hit in the Adam's apple.
Ford ready. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Curveball. He checked his swing, but he got the call strike. Now Barlick of the National League going up with the right hand. So Ford is out in front of Hiller with a strike 2 count. Chuck has 3 home runs this season, 49 runs batted in. Whitey gets ready. Here's the 2-strike pitch. He checked it again. This one low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
To mention of Barlick, there's no doubt about what he's going to call him. When he calls it a strike, boy, he'll blow your eyeballs out. He really booms it out. One of the real guys that calls it right now.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curve down low. Scooped out of the dirt by Elston Howard. The count is even at 2-2 to Hiller. Chuck was spiked on a play yesterday at Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, but after a little first aid, he's ready to go. Chokes the bat, waiting on Whitey Ford. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball popped up behind shortstop. Kubek drifting over, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Chuck Hiller goes out on a pop-up for the shortstop. That'll bring up the right fielder, Philip Alou. Big round of applause for Alou as he comes on. This fella's had a tremendous season for the Giants. .316 batting average, 25 home runs, 98 runs batted in. Alou, a right-handed batter. Here's Ford's first pitch. Strike. He blazed the fastball over the inside corner. A 1-strike pitch. Curveball. He bounces it down the first baseline. Ford's going to have to hurry. Picks it up, slips to Scoura in time to get his man. Alou hit one on the end of the bat down the first baseline. Ford flipped over to Howard. No runs, no hits, no runs, no one's left. And the score at the end of 1 full inning of play, the Yankees 2 and the Giants nothing.
Will you look at that one? What kind is it? That, my friend, is a '63 Dodge. I'll take it.
The dependable 1963 Dodge, the beautiful way to go in the low-price field. Dodge is a full 6 inches longer than last year with a broader lower hood, a canopied roof that extends over the rear window to protect you from the rays of the sun, a longer, deeper trunk. And the 63 Dodge is richly tailored inside. Interior cloth fabrics are made of 100% nylon warp. Steering wheels match 33 different trim color combinations. Inside, outside, in every detail, the new Dodge is the beautiful way to go in the low-price field. See them at your Dodge dealers, the 1963 Dodge Dependable, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Bill Scoura to lead off for the Yankees in the second inning. A 2-0 ball game. New York out in front. Bill, a right-handed batter with a .270 batting average. Here's Odell's first pitch. Ball, it's up high. 1 ball and a strike.
George, the Moose is really taped up in the clubhouse. Looked like he was going to do a mummy act. His back has really been bothering him, and he had a little bit of a problem working out.
The 1-0 pitch. This one inside. Ball 2 and no strike. Skowron with 23 home runs and 80 runs batted in. Big, strong, right-handed batter. Billy O'Dell gets ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball, it's outside, way outside with the fastball. 3-0. It'll be Skowron, Boyer, and Whitey Ford for the Yankees here in the second inning. The Yankees in front, 2-0. The 3-0 pitch. This one up high, he walked him. Skowron walks on 4 straight pitches. He'll put a runner at first base with no one out. And the batter will be Cleet Boyer. Boyer was hit yesterday by a pop fly on his middle finger of his left hand, and it's quite swollen. I was talking to him before the ball game. Says it bothers him when he tries to grip the bat. But he's in there and ready to go, and as Joe told you, you just don't get hurt at World Series time. Everybody wants to play. The pitch to Boyer. He swings and bounces it foul off to the left.
George, I think if you wake up in the morning and you're warm, you're ready to play in the World Series. You wait too long. There are so many great ball players who have never had the opportunity to play in the World Series. And I tell you that when you get a chance, you better make the best of it.
Boyer has a .272 batting average. 18 home runs, 69 runs batted in. O'Dell taking a little time. He switched baseballs with Ed Bailey. That's one to his liking. Here's the pitch. Outside. Fastball just off the corner. 1-1. Cepeda holding against the runner at first base. Rest of the infield back. Billy checks his runner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. Cleet checked his swing in time. Ball 2 and strike 1. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Yankees in this ball game. The Giants have no runs on no hits. Bailey taking a little time, walks out in front of the plate, says something to O'Dell before he tosses the ball back. Billy has been a little wild here in the second inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He swings and lines it down the left field line. It is curving. It is foul. This one well into the crowd, but foul by some 40 or 50 feet. So the count is even to Boyer at 2-2. Cleet's not a big fella, but he has good power. As evidenced by his 18 home runs this year. The pitch, he swings and misses. Got the fastball by him. Cletus Boyer strikes out. This is strikeout number 3 for O'Dell. 1 away, and the batter will be Whitey Ford.
While Ford is coming up, just to mention here that this is a good ballpark to hit in. The backdrop that's been put up here is a big green one, and it goes high enough to where it protects you against the hill and the houses beyond the Candlestick Park here. And ball players say that it's a real good background.
Here's Whitey Ford, a left-handed batter. The Giants are looking for the bunt. O'Dell delivers. He tries to bunt. He missed the ball. Whitey was going to drop it along the third baseline, but Billy got the fastball by him. A 1-strike count.
That Davenport can make it tough on you as he comes charging in. Cepeda just a little bit late coming in.
Davenport's a real good third baseman. We'll see some great third base play in this series. Here's 1 strike. He tried to bunt at it, but missed the ball. I believe Whitey was trying to get the bat out of the way, but Al Barlick said he'd gone through with it. A strike 2 count. Bill Skowron at first base with 1 out here in the second inning. O'Dell delivers outside. This one off the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ford gave no indication he was going to bunt with 2 strikes on him. Davenport still playing in close at third base. Jim's going to be ready. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Whitey Ford goes down swinging. Strikeout number 4 for Billy O'Dell. 2 down, and the batter will be Kubek. Tony struck out his first time at bat. So Odell, after walking the first batter here in the second, has struck out the next two. Billy gets set. The pitch to Kubek is in there. Fastball around the belt. A one-strike count. The pitchers tomorrow here at Candlestick Park more than likely will be Jack Sanford for the Giants and Ralph Terry for the Yankees. Here's a foul ball coming back into the crowd. A strike two count to Kubek. Billy Pierce, a left-hander, will open for the Giants in Yankee Stadium on Sunday. Ralph Houck, undecided, but more than likely Bill Stafford. The pitch to Kubek. A ground ball up the middle into center field. Skowron's going to hold on at second base. And as Joe told you, it was very evident he's being bothered with a bad back. Joe, he just trotted into second base.
He's all taped up, and he just can't really maneuver. He was in real pain as he worked out, even taking batting practice. And you know how ball players like to hit. He even shortchanged himself in that batting cage.
So a single by Kubek puts runners at first and second with two outs, and the batter will be Bobby Richardson. Bobby had a single to right field back in the first inning. Odell delivers. Here's a foul ball. This will be out of play, coming back into the seat. One strike to Richardson. Bobby, a little right-handed batter. A 2-0 ball game. The Yankees in front. We're in the top of the second inning. Odell gets set. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Pagan has it, flips over to second, and plenty of time for the out on Kubek. No runs on one hit, no errors, two men left, and the score at the end of the first half of the second inning, the Yankees 2 and the Giants nothing.
Dad, there's one now. One what? The new compact Dodge Dart. Oh, only little Bill sees that.
It's the new family-size, family-priced compact, the 1963 Dodge Dart, one of the Dodge Dependables, featuring roomier design, more space for storage under its uncluttered rear deck, ample headroom for you under its clean, flat roof. And there's traditional Dodge luxury and dependability in every inch. Roof headlinings are made of perforated vinyl to absorb sound. New bumpers are beefed up for more protection. And Dart's standard 170 cubic inch engine, engineered by Chrysler Corporation, will deliver power and performance unmatched in its class. See the compact dependable, the 1963 Dodge Dart, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Well, a big round of applause greeting Willie Mays as he steps in to lead off for the Giants in the second inning. It'll be Mays, Cepeda, and Jim Davenport for San Francisco here in the bottom of the second. Willie's a right-handed batter with a .304 batting average. 49 home runs this year for Willie Mays. The first pitch is down low.
Willie has been able to hit Whitey Ford real good, George. Willie, a low ball hitter. Ford, pretty much a low ball pitcher. In all-star games, he kind of wears that Ford out.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball outside. This one just off the corner. A ball two and a no-strike count. Willie has 141 runs batted in this season. Whitey gets ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He swings and pops it up behind the plate. It's going to be out of play. Elston Howard coming back. He has no chance to get it. Willie has only faced Ford in all-star competition, never before in a World Series, but as Joe told you, he's had great success against Whitey. But everything goes out the window, Joe, in World Series play.
Yes, sir.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a liner to left field. Willie Mays slammed one on a line between third and short in the left field. And the Giants have their first base runner. I'll bring up the big first baseman, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda's a right-handed batter. He has a .306 batting average. 35 home runs, 114 runs batted in. Willie Mays at first base with no one out in the bottom of the second. Ford delivers. There's a swing and a miss.
Willie has the green light from Alvin Dark. Whenever he thinks he's got a good enough jump, he can take off. He doesn't wait for any sign. And I might just add here, George, that in this ballpark, Cepeda has more of a tendency to go into right field, and Mickey Mantle, having this ball club pretty well scouted, is in right center.
Here's the one-strike pitch. He swings and misses again. A quick throw to first. Mays back in time. Whitey Ford coming in with another low curveball. Cepeda had a big ripple at it. So it's a strike 2 count to Orlando. Everybody back on the infield but Bill Skowron, who's holding the runner at first base. Ford gets set. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 called. He got the fastball over, and Cepeda is called out on strikes. Orlando might have been looking for the curve. Took a good fastball. That's one away, and the batter will be Jim Davenport, the third baseman. Jimmy's a right-handed batter. He has a .297 batting average. 14 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Curveball up high. 1 ball, no strike.
Just to give you an idea on the scouting reports and how thorough, for Cepeda, Mantle was in right center. For Davenport, he's in left center.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and lines it into center field. Willie Mays around second base. He's on his way to third. The throw will go into second. Jimmy Davenport lined one over the head of the second baseman into right center field. Willie Mays racing to third, so the Giants are threatening. They have runners at first and third with 1 out, and the batter will be the catcher, Ed Bailey. Ed's a left-handed batter. He has a .232 batting average. 17 home runs, 45 runs batted in. Ford gets set. Here's the first pitch. He swings and pops it up down the first baseline. Richardson going over outside the line, makes the catch. Ed Bailey popping it up to the second baseman, Richardson, just outside the line.
Willie daring Richardson to throw that ball. Bobby held that ball and ran it back to the infield, and Willie was about 3/4 of the way towards home plate, and finally with a full-arm bluff, Richardson had Willie going back.
Willie was trying to draw a throw and maybe get a bad throw, but Richardson, who's been around a few years, very wisely racing the ball back into the infield, not going to make a throw unless Willie raced for the plate.
To tip off on that Mays, George, he can make a foul ball exciting.
So there's 2 outs. Here's the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Pagan, a right-handed batter. Quick throw to third. He is safe on a close play. Boyer slipped over behind Mays, and Ford fired it to Boyer, and a very close play. Jim Honachek ruled him safe. Boyer thought he had him. Well, like they say, Joe, you never pick off a poor base runner. It's always the good ones.
Fellas, don't take any chances. You can't steal second if you got your foot on first.
Ford gets set. There's the pitch to Pagan. He bunts. It's a good one down the third baseline. Pagan dropped a butt down the third baseline. It was a dandy. Whitey Ford raced over, knocked it down, but he couldn't make a play. It'll be an infield single for Pagan. Willie Mays comes in. It's a 2-1 ball game.
George, that fellow one of the real underrated baseball players in this National League, and he not only drives in a big run, but he gets the pitcher up there where you don't have to lead off the next inning with him if he does go out.
Well, there's 2 on, 2 out. And here's Billy O'Dell. Billy batting right-handed against Ford. Swings and misses on a curve. 1 strike. Ford could not have thrown Pagan out if he'd have been able to come up with the ball. Almost a perfect bunch. Here's the pitch. Curve down low. Scooped out of the dirt by Elston Howard. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Giants have picked up a run here in the second. The Yankees lead 2-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A ground ball hit up the middle. Kubek has it, steps on the bag in time for the out. Billy O'Dell bouncing to the shortstop. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors, 2 men left. And the score at the end of 2, the Yankees 2, the Giants 1.
Hey, isn't that a beauty?
What kind is it?
That's the new compact Dodge Dart.
No fooling.
The Dependables are here, and they're introducing the new 1963 bucket seat Dodge Dart GT, the new family-size, family-priced compact. Family-size room in its big back seat, in its big trunk that features a low sill for easy loading. Dart GT combines compact economy with its big car roominess. And there's big car performance, too, in the standard 170 cubic inch engine. Dependable power, economical power. Whatever the size of your family, take them all to your Dodge dealers and test drive the new Dodge Compact in a large economy size. The dependable Dodge Dart for 1963, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Let's pause 30 seconds for station identification.
810 on your dial, this is WGY Schenectady. It takes a special something extra to make a major league ball player, or anything else that rates at the very best. Take Saratoga Vichy, for instance. Saratoga's naturally good, naturally lively, spring fresh flavor adds that extra snap and extra sparkle to every drink. In fact, Saratoga Vichy has such extra tantalizing flavor, it's delicious all by itself. Next time you get that great big thirst, enjoy the extra satisfaction you get only from Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label.
The 1 ball, no strike count. Billy O'Dell delivers a curve down low. Ball 2 and no strike. Tresh had a single to center field his first time at bat. That was in the first inning. It'll be Tresh, Mantle, and Maris for New York in the third. O'Dell gets ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike. He got the curveball over. A ball 2 and a strike 1 count. The Yankees have out-hit the Giants 4-3. They've outscored them 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He swings and fouls it back. Right back into the crowd behind the plate. 2-2 to Tresh. Tommy, a switch batter, batting right-handed against the left-hander Billy O'Dell. Billy looking in. Shakes off a couple of signs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside. 3-2. Joe, you got to be ready behind this screen. There's no top on it behind the home plate.
Almost want to bring a glove out here, George. Luckily, they usually don't come up this high, but I tell you, the spectators make some great plays in this ballpark.
The old catchers all bring masks.
What do you mean by that?
There's the 3-2 pitch to Tresh. He swings and pops it up behind second base. Hiller going out. Here's a Lou coming in, and did he catch it? He did. A diving catch by a Lou. Well, a little bit of a mix-up between Hiller and Philip Alou. And at the last moment, Alou made a diving catch, came up with the ball. Well, there's one away, and the batter will be Mickey Mantle. Mickey struck out his first time at bat. Here's the first pitch. Ball, it's too low. Change of pace as O'Dell took something off the fastball. Mickey batting right-handed against the left-hander. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. He got the fastball over, struck the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll be back here at Candlestick tomorrow with the second game. And we'll be on to New York for the third game of the World Series, which will be on Sunday. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball outside. A ball 2 and a strike 1 count. O'Dell has walked 1 man here today. He struck out 4. The 2-1 pitch to Mantle. Down low. Fastball low and in. 3-1 to Mickey. Roger Maris is in the on-deck circle.
Mickey says the only worries him, George, is that he's healthy for this series. He doesn't have any excuses. He kids about it, but he has been ailing the other World Series. But this one, he says he's in perfect shape.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Down low. He walked him. Mickey Mantle draws a base on ball. It's walk number 2 given up by Odell. It's a runner at first base with 1 out. And the batter will be Roger Maris, the right fielder. Well, Raj had a 2-run double in the first inning. A ball that looked like it might have been out of the ballpark. A Lou leaped up above the fence, got it in his glove, and slapped it back on the playing field.
Now, Lou's had two plays and 2 real tough ones.
Here's the pitch to Maris. He swings and fouls it back. Ball hits the catcher, I believe, on the mask, scooted back to the screen. 1 strike to Maris. Mickey Mantle is on at first base. There's 1 out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. The Yankees lead by a score of 2-1. Odell gets set. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Rod's trying to check it, but he's gone through with it. A strike 2 count.
Mantle, like Willie Mays of the Giants, has the green light to run anytime that he feels he has the jump. And depending on how his legs feel, he doesn't have to wait for a steal sign.
Billy taking a little time as he looks in. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 call. The outside corner. And Maris is called out on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Odell. Maris didn't like the call on it. He didn't say too much to Al Barlick. Whirled and looked at him and sort of made a couple of marks across the outside of the plate as if to indicate the ball was outside. But Barlick, as Joe told you, very definite about his calls. Here's Elston Howard, the catcher. Ellie popped to the second baseman his first time. Swings and bounces it foul down the first baseline. A 1-strike count. Well, a souvenir baseball for some fan who jumps out of the temporary seats over the tarp and down onto the field to get the ball. A 1-strike count to Elston Howard. Odell ready. Here it is. Curve up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tom Tresh started this inning with a pop fly to the right fielder. Mickey Mantle then drew a walk. Roger Maris was called out on strikes for the 2nd out. Now it's a ball and a strike to Elston Howard. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In tight. Another fastball that pushed him back. Ball 2 and strike 1. Billy Odell pitched in relief at Dodger Stadium in the 2nd game of the playoffs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul ball back to the crowd. 2-2 to Howard. Billy won 19 ball games this year. He was hoping to pick up a win in the playoffs to give him 20 for the year. So ball 2 and a strike 2 count to Howard. The Giants are deep, pretty much straight away in the outfield for Elston. He'll hit a lot into right center field. The 2-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Here's the throw down to second base. He's safe. A stolen base for Mickey Mantle. Ed Bailey's throw was high and to the first base side. Chuck Hiller had no chance to put a tag on Mantle. As Joe told you, Mickey probably running on his own. He's been given the green light by Ralph Houck.
He had a real good jump at first base. They kind of thought he was going to wait to 3-2.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Down low. He walked him. Elston Howard draws a walk. That's number 3 given up by Billy. Puts 2 on with 2 outs, and the batter is Bill Skowron. The Moose drew a walk his first time at bat.
This fellow really widens the strike zone, though, when the base runners are on, George. You don't really know what a bad ball is because any ball is thrown, he feels like he can hit it, and he does a pretty good job of it.
He's one of the real good bad ball hitters. Here's the pitch. In tight. Fastball pushed him back.
I like Stengel's description of him. Casey always called him a sarcastic hitter. Look one way and hit the other.
Remember the grand slam home run he hit in the World Series, I believe, against Carl Spooner of the Dodgers? High outside fastball, and he laced it on the line into the right field seats. There's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball that's foul down the third baseline.
There's a curveball that would have hit him right in the chest if he would have taken it. He just was cutting and slashing.
Thing about Scourin, you play him to right field, you have to pitch him that way because everybody's moved around to right, and if he should hit one down the left field line, of course it'll be in there. There's a big hole. Keene is playing over. There's a big hole between Keene and Willie Mays in the left center field. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Moose. 2 on, 2 outs in the third inning. The Yankees lead 2-1. Here's the pitch. Outside. This one just off the corner.
When you talk about outfielders who play alongside a Willie Mays, the way they play it is that they will guard from where they're standing to the line. Keene will guard from where he's standing to the left field line. Alou from where he's standing to the right field line. And to the left is all Willie Mays. Go ahead, Willie. A lot of room. Roam and roam and roam, and he does.
Odell gets set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High pop fly over near the dugout. This is going to be out of play, drifting back into the crowd. 2-2. Last couple of years I played, Joe, I played alongside Louis Aparicio with the White Sox, and I drew a mark out there at third base about 2 steps from where I was playing on the left side. I said, now, Louis, I'm not going to come over this mark and get in your way. So you've got everything from here to the second base back.
That's like the position Yogi takes in left field when he turns his back to Mantle and says, Mickey, from my back over to you, that's yours, pal. Take it.
2-2 to Scourin. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Bill Scourin strikes out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left, and the score at the end of the first half of the third inning, the Yankees 2 and the Giants 1.
Hey, what kind of a car is that?
That is the new compact Dodge Dart.
You're kidding.
Get set for an adventure in the world of compact cars in Dodge Dart, the new compact Dodge for 63. It's the compact that refuses to skimp on anything but price and gas. Dart, with room, comfort, and performance you may think a compact has no right to have. But this one has it. Dart for 63. The compact with extra size and muscle that puts it in a class by itself. It's the new family-size, family-priced compact Dodge. Engineered by Chrysler Corporation. One of the dependables. See it and drive it at your dealers. The 1963 Dodge Dart, a product of Chrysler Corporation.
Where quality is engineered into every car.
Well, we move along into the bottom of the third inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. The Yankees out in front. New York picked up 2 in the top of the first inning on 2 singles and a double by Maris. And the Giants got one on a bunt single by Pagan in the second inning.
George, you know how scientific this game of baseball is. Here's Harvey Keene, one of the great tobaccoteurs, and he's a wrong side tobaccouteur because he's got the wad on the side that faces the pitcher, which causes him to squint his eyes. Now, Nellie Fox chews on the back side, which leaves his front eye complete vision of the pitcher. How about that for science?
That's great observation.
Not me. That's what they're telling me. They said Keene should chew on the other side.
Here's the pitch to Keene. He swings and fouls it back. 1 strike. Boy, 1 chew of that, and I couldn't hit anybody on either side.
They tell me, and Harvey says, well, I guess they're right. He said, Fox was out hitting me, but I never realized it.
Tell you, there's not many people out hitting Harvey Keene over his lifetime average.
No, sir.
A 1 strike count. Ford gets ready. Here's the pitch. A high pop foul behind the plate. Here's Howard coming back, but he's drifting into the crowd. Strike 2 to Harvey. He struck out in the first inning. It'll be the top 3 in the batting order. Keene, Hiller, and Alou.
You know, one of the things that was lost in that playoff game yesterday, George, was Harvey Keene really running hard down that first base line to just get a force play instead of the double play in that 9th inning.
That was all important, and it was close. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Ground ball to third base. Boyer has it. Here's a long throw to first. He's out. Harvey Keene slammed one hard straight to the third baseman, Boyer. That'll bring up the second baseman, Chuck Hiller. Chuck's 0 for 1. He popped a Quebec his first time at bat. Hiller, a left-handed batter. This youngster had a fine season for the Giants, .276 batting average. The first pitch is a curve lined into left center field. Here's Mantle chasing it down. Hiller on his way to second. He'll go in with a double. The throw is coming to third base. Ford comes over to back it up. Chuck Hiller lines a double up the alley into left center field, and the Giants have the tying run at second base with only one out. We'll bring up the right fielder, Philip Alou. He was out on a tap back to the mound his first time at bat. Just had the attendance passed along to us. 43,852 here at Candlestick Park today. 43,852. Ford gets set. There's a quick throw to second. He is safe. The ball got away from Bobby Richardson.
That's one thing these Yankees do and do so well. Maybe they don't get their man, but if nothing else, they'll cut your lead down maybe a step or two, and that'll make the difference in getting you and not getting you at the plate. Hiller had a good lead, and you can bet that he won't be leading off as far this time since Ford attempted the pickoff.
Whitey gets set. Here's the first pitch to Alou. A curveball hit hard to left field. It's in there. Here's Hiller around third. He's going to be held up.
There it was, George. They were able to have him breaking back as Ford delivered. One out. Double play is still in order. It's the little things that certainly pay off.
A line shot into left field by Philip Alou, putting runners at first and third with one out, and the batter will be Willie Mays. Willie had a single his first time at bat. He scored the only Giant run. The Yankees are going to play back on the infield. Everybody back with the exception of Skowron. Here's the pitch to Mays. He swings and pops it up. It's going to be out of play. This one drifting into the lower deck behind the Giant dugout. A one-strike count to Willie. Jim Coates, a big, tall right-hander, throwing in the bullpen for New York down the right field line. Harvey Keene started this inning with a ground ball to third base. Hiller then doubled to left center. Alou single to left, putting runners at first and third. Willie Mays standing in. Here's the pitch. He swings and lines it to center field. Solid hit for Mays. Alou's going to stop at second base as Hiller comes in to score. Willie Mays lined one up the middle in the center field. It's a tie ball game at 2-2. The Giants still have runners at first and second. Only one out, and the batter will be Cepeda. So 3 straight hits here in the third inning after the first batter had been retired. Cepeda was called out on strikes his first time at bat. Strong right-handed batter. Ford delivers. Curve down low. 1 ball, no strike.
Cepeda is known as a good breaking ball hitter, but Ford was able to get him by snapping the curveball down and in. Bad balls, and Orlando chased him.
There's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and bounces it foul. Another curveball breaking down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jim Coates throwing in the bullpen for the Yankees. The Giants coming alive here in the third inning. A double and 2 singles after the first batter had been retired. Whitey Ford getting set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A ground ball to the second baseman. Over to Quebec. 1 out. Back to first to double play. Cepeda hits into a fast double play. Second to short to first. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. 1 man left. And the score at the end of 3, the Giants 2 and the Yankees 2.
Have you heard about the automobile industry's first 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty?
5 years? 50,000 miles?
That's right. It's the warranty now offered on 1963 Chrysler Corporation cars.
What does it cover?
It covers the powertrain of your car, the expensive parts to repair or replace.
Sounds terrific.
It's the most significant warranty ever offered on an automobile. Your dealer will be glad to explain his new warranty, another first from Chrysler Corporation. Stay tuned for details later in this game.
Let's pause 30 seconds now for station identification.
810 on your dial, this is WGY Schenectady. It's amazing how a major league team can snap back fast when it's down. When you're feeling down, you too can snap right back for the cold, sparkling refresher, Saratoga Vichy. Instant pick-me-up tang. So tantalizing, it's delicious all by itself. And Saratoga's naturally livelier, spring, fresh flavor adds zip, life, and sparkle to every mixed drink. So for that finger-snapping, toe-tapping taste and feeling, be sure it's Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label.
A long fly in the left center. Mays going over. He makes the catch. Cleet Boyer swinging on the first pitch and a fly ball in the left center field. Willie Mays racing over. Pulled it in, so there's one away. And the batter will be Whitey Ford. Whitey was a strikeout victim his first time at bat. The ball by Boyer was well hit, but the wind is blowing from left field to the right field corner, which held it up. Here's the pitch to Whitey. Strike. He got a fastball around the knees. Whitey, a left-handed batter. The Giants are playing in close and around to the left. Odell delivers a swing and a miss. Strike two.
It's got to look like he's hitting with 7 infielders out there, George, as shallow as Zakeen is playing, and Willie Mays especially. Willie is right in at short center.
Here's the two-strike pitch. Ground ball hit hard to second base. Hiller has it to throw to first in plenty of time. Whitey Ford goes out, second to first. That's 2 down, and the batter will be Tony Kubek. Tony's had a single in 2 trips. He struck out in the first inning, single to center field in the second. Odell ready. The first pitch. He pops it up into shallow left field. Here's Keene coming in. Should have no trouble. He makes the catch. Kubek flies to left. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of the first half, the 4th inning. The Yankees 2 and the Giants 2.
Here are the details on the new 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty on 1963 Chrysler Corporation cars. Your authorized Chrysler Motors Corporation dealer's warranty against defects in material and workmanship covers the powertrain. This means that Chrysler will replace or repair for 5 years or 50,000 miles, whichever comes first, all these important parts. The engine block, head, and internal parts. The transmission case and internal parts, excluding the manual clutch. The torque converter, the drive shaft, the universal joints, excluding dust covers, the rear axle and differential, and rear wheel bearings, provided the car has been serviced at reasonable intervals according to Chrysler's certified car care schedules. Factory-approved remanufactured parts may be used for replacement. As you know, these are the expensive parts to repair or replace, and the warranty has a certificate for change of ownership. See your authorized Chrysler Corporation dealer and ask about his new 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty. Another first from Chrysler Corporation.
Jim Davenport will lead off for the Giants in the bottom of the 4th inning. He'll be followed by Ed Bailey and then Jose Pagan. It's a 2-2 ball game as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. The Giants have out-hit the Yankees 6-4. Pagan driving in 1 run with a bunt single. Here's the pitch to Davenport. It's down low. 1 ball, no strikes. And Willie Mays driving in the second Giant run with a line single to center after Maris drove in 2 with a double for the Yankees. Strike. He got a curveball over. Jim Davenport, a right-handed batter. Warrior in close at third base. Here's the pitch. This one in the dirt. Skips away from Elston Howard. Ellie getting a new baseball from Al Barlick, the plate umpire. Second game of this World Series will be right here tomorrow afternoon. Jack Sanford and Ralph Terry will be the pitchers, a couple of right-handers. The pitch to Davenport. Outside. This one off the corner. A ball 3 and a strike 1 count to the leadoff man. Whitey Ford gets ready.
Here's the pitch. Down low. Nice ball over the plate, but too low. Davenport draws the walk. So the Giants have a runner at first base. There's no one out, and the batter will be Ed Bailey. Ed's 0 for 1. He fouled to the second baseman Richardson behind first base his first time at bat. The Yankees are ready for the bunt. Boyer in close at third base. Skowron holding against the runner. There's a quick throw to first. Davenport back in time.
Bailey gave no indication he would be bunting. That time, George, when Ford threw over there, a lot of times you get a lot of help like that, but you'd certainly have to look for that bunt. I know I'd be looking for it. So would you, huh?
Right. Here's the pitch to Bailey. Ball down low. He checked his swing. 1 ball, no strike.
That's 3 of us he got. He got you, me, and Boyer.
Well, Boyer's just going to be ready now. He doesn't figure the left-hander to hit the ball down that way. And he's right in on top of it. That's like he used to play Mantle. He can move right in on top of him. He's batting left-handed. He's not going to hit the ball that way anyway. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a high fly ball into shallow right field. Roger Maris moving in, waiting on it. He's got it. There's 1 away. Ed Bailey out on a fly ball to right field. He'll bring up the shortstop again. Nice round of applause for this youngster. He had a bunt single back in the second inning with 2 outs and Willie Mays at third base. Surprised everybody.
You have to be alive for pretty much anything with that Pagan up there. Dark likes to use a hit-and-run play more as a defensive maneuver than a first and third situation, more to stay away from the double play than anything else, and this is the first opportunity that he's had with Pagan in that batter's box and Davenport on at first base. They won't be getting much of a lead with Ford in that great move, but he might just start him to break up the infield for Pagan to stay away from that double play.
Whitey gets ready. Here's the pitch. Ball too low. 1 ball, no strikes. Davenport opened this inning with a walk. Ed Bailey then flied to Maris in right field. Now it's 1 ball, no strikes to the shortstop. Jose out of the box for just a moment, checking with Whitey Lockman, the first base coach. Wes Westrom is coaching at first base for the Giants. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and bounces it foul off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. New baseball put into play by Al Barlick. Al Barlick, the umpire behind the plate. Charlie Berry at first base. Stan Landis is down at second base. Jim Honachik at third base. Ken Burkhart and Hank Soar on the foul lines. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pagan waiting on Whitey Ford. Here it is. There's a fly ball behind second base. Bobby Richardson drifting out on the outfield grass, waiting. He's got it. Bobby shading his eyes from the sun. It's a high sky here today. That's it tough on those infield flies.
See Wes Westrom going over to talk to Davenport, and you can almost figure what he's saying. Don't get picked off. Let's let Odell bat, because you hate to have your pitcher start off an inning fresh for you. And Odell himself says that any time he hits a foul ball, he kind of figures he has broken a slump.
Whitey ready. Here's the pitch. Ball up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Billy sent a ground ball to the shortstop his first time at bat. A runner at first base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This ball game is all tied at 2-2. The pitch is in there. Fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Billy Odell, a right-handed batter against Whitey Ford. A couple of great left-handers going here today in the opening game of the 1962 World Series. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, it's into right field. Just out of the reach of Skowron. Davenport's going to hold at second base.
He'll be talking about that one, George, and I don't blame him. He just kind of slapped that ball. It was a curveball. He swung down on it, and she found the hole between first and second, and now he's got a chance to go into that lead by getting that base hit. On his second base, Davenport and Harvey Keene.
Well, there's 2 on. Runners at first and second with 2 down. And the batter is Harvey Keene. Harvey struck out in the first inning. Grounded to the third baseman in the third. So Billy Odell keeps it alive for the Giants. And it starts some action in the bullpen once again. Jim Coates getting up. Whitey Ford trying to get out of a jam here in the fourth inning. Giants have 2 on, 2 outs. This ball game tied at 2-2. The pitch to Keene. Ground ball right back to the mound. Whitey has it on 1 hop to throw to first, and the side's retired. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 2 men left, and the score at the end of 4, the Yankees 2 and the Giants 2.
Here are more details on the new warranty described earlier in this game. The new 5-year or 50,000-mile warranty on 1963 Chrysler Corporation cars. This is the most important warranty ever offered on an automobile. It covers the powertrain, the workhorse of your car, the expensive parts to repair or replace. And the warranty is transferable if you sell the car.
Well, at the end of 4, the Yankees have 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. The Giants have 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Bobby Richardson will be the leadoff man for the Yankees here in the 5th inning. He'll be followed by Tom Tresh and then Mickey Mantle. The Yankees got 2 in the first on singles by Richardson and Tresh on a double by Maris driving in the runs. The Giants got 1 in the second inning, 1 in the third. Pagan with a bunt single driving in the run in the second, and Willie Mays with a line single to center driving in a run in the third inning.
George, about that time, you got to start looking for that bunt for the base hit.
Richardson slams a ground ball foul down the third baseline. 1 strike. Bobby has singled and bounced to the shortstop in 2 trips. Odell ready. Delivers a curve. Here's a fly ball hit to left field. Harvey Keene drifting over into left center. Makes the catch. Harvey seemed to run in under the ball for just a moment, Joe.
Couldn't flick his glasses down. They gave him a bit of trouble. They flicked them down, lost the ball, pushed him back up, found the ball, and pushed him back down again.
That's 1 away, and the batter will be Tommy Tresh. Tommy's had a single in 2 trips. Flied to right field his last time. Takes one inside. This one just off the corner. 1 ball, no strikes. Both Tresh and the next batter, Mantle, are switch hitters. They're batting right-handed against Odell. Billy into the windup. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside. Another curveball breaking in on his fist. Ball 2 and no strikes. Both clubs have threatened frequently throughout this ball game. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. Hiller has it. Quick throw to first. He's out. Tommy Tresh goes out, second to first. That'll bring up Mickey Mantle. Mickey struck out in the first inning, drew a walk in the third. The first pitch. Ball in tight, fastball just off the corner.
His pattern, Odell, against Mantle has been to get that ball inside, both his fastball and his curveball, and Mantle's pulling away from it.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down low, this one in the dirt. Ball 2 and no strikes to Mickey. A 2-2 ball game. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Billy Odell against Whitey Ford. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Mantle. Ball up high. 3-0 to Mickey. Well, he's checking with Wally Moses, but I would imagine if this pitch is to his liking, he'll be swinging on the 3-0 pitch.
Bailey going out to remind Odell, I'm sure, just of that, George. You could almost see him drooling as if to say, come on, give me the hit sign. I want to turn this big bat loose.
Probably saw Mantle choke a little sawdust out of the end of that bat getting ready for it.
A few squeezes.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. He swings and lines it foul down the left field line. Boy, he was going for the home run on that one.
Came in with the breaking ball, didn't give him that room service fastball, or he would have really put a charge into it.
It's a ball 3 and a strike 1 count to Mickey. He's batting with 2 outs, no one on, top of the 5th inning. This game all tied at 2-2. Odell delivers, foul ball. He changed up on him on the 3-1 pitch.
Turn that fastball over. He'll do that to the right-hand hitter a lot.
Wonder what happened to the 3-0, 3-1 fastball the pitchers used to throw right down the middle, nice and hard.
Went out with high-button shoes, I guess, George.
Odell shaking off a couple of signs. Gets one he likes. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. This will be out of play. Back into the crowd. Still 3-2 to Mantle. Odell getting a new baseball from Al Barlick. He was behind Mickey 3-0, and now it's 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ground foul. This one bouncing into the on-deck circle.
And the difference in that Odell, there's the first fastball he's thrown since he was 3-0. He's thrown breaking stuff, even a screwball.
Billy looking in. The 3-2 pitch. Curveball. It's in there. Mantle called out on strike. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And the score at the end of the first half of the fifth inning, the Yankees 2 and the Giants 2. Well, the first half of this game has been brought to you by the Chrysler Corporation. And the second half of this game is being brought to you by the Gillette Safety Razor Company. Jack Sanford will be the Giant pitcher tomorrow, and Jack has been a mighty busy guy this season. But Russ Hodges caught him recently for this quick question.
I see you have the Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor, Jack. That it is, Russ. I thought nothing could beat my original adjustable, but this Slim has done it. It's got better balance, makes shaving easier.
And every day, thousands of new Slim adjustable users are finding out how true this is. It does make shaving easier than ever. It's lighter, slimmer, too, for those hard-to-reach areas, like under the nose. And it has a longer handle with a special knurling for a sure grip. And the Gillette Slim is adjustable. The exclusive micrometer style has 9 different settings. You choose the blade exposure and shaving angle that suits your skin and beard exactly. The Slim adjustable razor comes with a supply of double-edged Gillette Super Blue blades with edges so keen, so smooth, you might think there was no blade in the razor. Right now, as a Gillette World Series special, you get the new Slim with Super Blue blades, plus a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy, cream of all instant lathers, all for only $1.95. That's a $2.95 value, so you save 34 cents. There's the first pitch to Hiller. It's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chuck, a left-handed batter. He's had a double in 2 trips today. Ford delivers down low. Ball 2 and no strikes. It'll be Hiller, Alou, and Mays for the Giants here in the 5th inning. A 2-2 ball game in the bottom of the 5th. Ford ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball, it's down low. 3-0 to Chuck. Chuck out of the box for a moment, checking with Whitey Lockman. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle of the fastball. 3-1 to Hiller. Boyer is in on the edge of the grass, protecting against the bunt. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Hiller was on his way to first base. He turned and started to first on the run. Al Barlick went up with the right hand. A 3-2 count to the leadoff man. Ford ready. Here it is. High pop fly. This will be out of play. It's drifting back into the seats behind the Yankee dugout. And some youngster made a whale of a play, Joe.
Yes, he did. He brought his glove in. There is life's most glorious moment. He is headed for this World Series. He's probably saying hello to Walter Schirra right now, looking down at him, George. And how about that?
Quite a play. The youngster brought his glove and he caught it. Here's a 3-2 pitch. A swing and a foul. This one off to the left. Ball hit Hiller on the foot. Rolls down the third baseline. Still 3-2. Well, the Yankees took a 2-0 lead in the first inning. The Giants got 1 in the second, 1 in the third to tie it up, and that's where we are, 2-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ford into the windup. The pitch, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chuck Hiller goes down swinging as Whitey got the 3-2 curveball over. That's one away, and the batter will be Philippe Alou, the right fielder. He tapped to the pitcher in the first inning, singled to left field in the third. Alou, a right-handed batter. The pitch, strike. He got a fastball over. Alou has made 2 good plays in right field today. Here's the 1 strike pitch. Change of pace. He pops it up behind the plate. This one back in the crowd. 2 strikes to Alou. In the first inning, Alou went back to the fence, leaped up, and slapped Maris's long fly ball back into the playing field. Held him to a double, preventing a home run. And he made a fine diving catch on a pop fly off the bat of Tom Tresh. A 2-strike count. Ford delivers inside. Trying to get the inside corner with a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out with no one on here in the 5th inning. Whitey into the windup. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out with a fastball by him. Philip Alou goes down swinging. That's 2 down, and the batter will be Willie Mays. And listen to this ovation for Mays. Willie has had 2 singles in 2 trips.
It's amazing the way he hits this, Whitey Ford. He hits him in all-star games, spring training. Here today, he's 2 for 2.
Ford ready. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive into left field. Willie Mays hit a low liner. Kubek trying to block the ball. It scooted into left field.
That ball went by Kubek. Tried to look like a knuckleball the way it shot to his right. Kubek tried to get in front of it and couldn't. And Willie now in a good spot here with 2 out to try to steal it. So it'll be a good base runner against probably a great move as far as left-handed pitchers are concerned. Whitey Ford has a good one.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Orlando Cepeda, the batter, takes a curve down low. 1 ball, no strike. Willie Mays at first base with 2 outs. Cepeda was called out on strikes in the 2nd inning. In the 3rd, he bounced into a double play. There's the 1-0 pitch. Ball inside. Ball 2 and no strike.
George, both as Mays and Mantle certainly typify the new breed of ball player, the fellow who's got the tremendous power, can hit the home run for you, and steal the base when your ball club needs it. Used to be that just hit the home runs and barely run, but now it's a combined ball player, a complete one.
Whitey checking his runner. Here's the pitch. A high fly ball into shallow right field. Richardson going out. This may be trouble. Bobby's got it on the run. Cepeda pops to second base. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 man left. The score at the end of 5, the Yankees 2 and the Giants 2. Well, Bobby Richardson making a fine play going into right field, and Mel Allen was talking to him in the clubhouse the other day. Let's listen.
I see you've got several dispensers of Gillette Super Blue Blades there in your locker, Bobby.
Yes, Mel. I don't ever want to be caught short of Super Blues if I can help it. I'm really sold on those quick, clean shaves. Nothing like it.
Well, Bobby repeats what millions upon millions of men say about the Super Blue Blade. Men who have made it the world's most popular blade by far. An exclusive Gillette process gives them edges so keen, so smooth, they whisk through the toughest beard like it wasn't even there. Refreshing shaves. Clean, quick shaves you have to experience to believe. And Super Blues are double-edged for added convenience. More shaves per blade. Enjoy the unparalleled comfort of Super Blue Blades in the new Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor. It's lighter and longer, more compact, easier to handle, easier to shave those hard-to-reach spots. Right now, you can get them both. The Slim Adjustable Razor and Super Blues, plus a can of foamy instant lather as a Gillette World Series special. This $2.29 value is yours for only $1.95. So you save 34 cents. Roger Maris will lead off in the 6th inning for the Yankees. He'll be followed by Howard and then Skowron. Here's the first pitch. A ground ball hit to the second baseman. Hiller has it. Here's the flip to first, and Maris is out. Roger Maris swinging on the first pitch. Goes out second to first. That'll bring up Elston Howard. Ellie has popped to second and drawn a walk in 2 trips. 0 for 1 officially. Odell ready. Here's the pitch. Strike. He got the fastball over. One strike to Elston Howard. We're in the top of the 6th inning. We're all tied at 2-2. Here's the one-strike pitch. Down low. 1-1 to Howard. The Giants have 8 hits. The Yankees 4. Here's a 1-1 pitch. He swings and lines it up the middle into center field. Ellie Howard lines a single to center. Hit number 5 for New York. That's the runner at first base, 1 out. And the batter will be Bill Skowron. Bill drew a walk in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd inning. It's the first Yankee hit since Kubek singled in the 2nd inning. Skowron, a big right-handed batter. The pitch, inside. He pushed him back. 1 ball, no strikes. Jack Sanford and Ralph Terry will be the pitchers here tomorrow in the 2nd game of the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside. Another fastball in close. 2-0. Joe, they seem to be trying to keep the ball in on his fist.
Yeah, I saw that bat right off to keep him from going into right field. You know, he ran into a streak this summer, Skowron, where he wasn't swinging that bat, and Ralph Houck would start base runners and actually put on a play more to get Skowron to swing than anything else.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. He swings and hits a ground ball to third base. Davenport goes to second. 1 out, back to first. Bill Skowron hits into a fast double play. No runs, no 1 hit, no errors, no 1 left. And the score at the end of the first half of the 6th inning, the Yankees 2, the Giants 2. Well, a lot of you fans listening are keeping score of this thrilling game. And if you're using a pen that's not dependable or a pen that skips, you won't have a very good record of the excitement. What you need is a dependable Papermate pen, the pen that's unconditionally guaranteed. It must perform or we replace it free. And now's the time to get your Papermate during the big fall Papermate free-for-all. Buy a Papermate piggyback pen for only $1.69 and get an extra piggyback refill free. Buy a Papermate Capri pen for only $1.95 and you get an extra jumbo refill free. Get Papermate dependability plus extra refills free at the Papermate free-for-all. Buy a Papermate piggyback pen. Get an extra piggyback refill free. Buy a Papermate Capri pen and get an extra jumbo refill free. Get a dependable pen, get a Papermate. Come to the Papermate free-for-all now wherever Papermate pens are sold. Well, let's pause here 30 seconds for station identification.
Is your beverage only half satisfying? Then ask yourself this question.
Are you mixing with the best? Saratoga Vichy with the yellow label. It outsells all the rest. The genuine Vichy with the yellow label. Tastes better tonight. Feel better tomorrow. Saratoga with the yellow label.
WGY Schenectady.
Long into the bottom of the 6th inning, it's a 2-2 ball game here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Jim Davenport will lead off. He'll be followed by Ed Bailey and then Jose Pagan. Davenport's had a single and a walk in 2 trips. Here's a curve and it's in there. 1 strike. Davenport, a right-handed batter, chokes the bat. The pitch, outside. Fastball off the corner. 1-1 to Jimmy. Yankees play him straight away, not too deep. Boyer in a couple of steps at third base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A ground ball hit slowly to the shortstop. Kubek has it. The throw to first. He's out. Jim Davenport goes out. Short to first. 1 away, and the batter will be Ed Bailey, the catcher. Ed's 0 for 2. Foul to the second baseman and fly to right field. Eddie, a left-handed batter. Ford into the windup. The pitch. Ground ball hit hard to the shortstop. Kubek has it. The throw to first. He's out. Bailey goes out. Kubek to Skowron. That's 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Well, as you made mention of, Joe, a few moments ago, this fellow will be trying to get on there for a lot of reasons. He'd like for Odell to bat this inning instead of leading off in the 7th. So the Yankees will be watching for the bunt.
He's got him back, George, at first and third. Oh, Boyer looks like he may be setting up some kind of a decoy.
He might move in with the pitch, but he's back right now. Here's the pitch. A ground ball hit wide at third. Kubek will have to hurry his throw. Here it is. He is safe. Boy, when you can go down the first base line like that, Joe, you haven't got too many problems in this game. I would have been out by a step.
The only problem you got is hope that your inner soles are in good shape when you come into the ballpark. George, he's done a great job hitting in that 8th spot because that's got to be the toughest spot in the lineup. They're not going to give you that good ball to hit. They know the pitcher is coming up next, and yet Pagan has had that Odell up there every time. Odell has 1 base hit, which is quite a year for him.
Well, here's Billy stepping in again. Ford checks his runner, delivers, curve down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Kubek made a good play on Pagan's ground ball. He went in the hole, scooped it up, and made a quick throw to first, and a good throw. But it wasn't even a contest. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He tries to bunt, but he missed it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Odell trying to bunt his way on there, catching Boyer back at third. Billy's a good base runner. This fellow was an all-round athlete in his college days. Ford ready. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. He got the curveball by him around the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
George, looked like he may have hurt his left wrist as he swung at that curveball. He swung down. He's out of that batter's box right now, just taking a little bit of time. He took a real hard cut at the curveball, swinging down, and something may have snapped. He's just kind of swinging, getting loose once again. It's his left wrist.
Al Dark has moved out of the dugout, and now Al's going back. He took a couple of steps out to find out, and I believe Billy says he's going to be all right. I think it is his left wrist, and of course that's the one he's been snapping these curveballs with. And Dark a little bit concerned about it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A ground ball right back to the mound. Whitey Ford flips it over to Skowron in plenty of time. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 man left. And the score at the end of 6 full innings of play, the Yankees 2 and the Giants 2. Well, fans, don't miss out on the 1962 Gillette World Series special that saves you 34 cents. Now, first, you get the new streamlined Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor. The Slim Adjustable is easier to handle. It has a newly designed head for hard-to-reach shaving areas. With it is a dispenser of remarkably double-edged Gillette Super Blue blades that gives all but incredible shaving comfort. Then there's a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy, the rich instant lather that more and more men go for every day. It all adds up to a $2.29 value that costs only $1.95. Get the Gillette World Series special and save 34 cents. At the end of 6, we're all tied at 2-2 here at Candlestick Park. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for New York. The Giants have 2 runs on 9 hits, and they have no errors. Clete Boyer is going to lead it off for the Yankees. He'll be followed by Whitey Ford and then Tony Kubek. Clete's 0 for 2. He struck out in the 2nd inning, flied to center field in the 4th. Odell gets ready. Here's the first pitch. A foul ball back to the screen.
George, I see Stu Miller is beginning to loosen up down in the left field corner, so apparently Odell has said something to his manager that his wrist may be bothering him. He's certainly not in any trouble.
It could be that he hurt his wrist. Here's a ground ball foul back of the plate. 2 strikes to Clete. Boyer, a right-handed batter. There's the 2-strike pitch. Outside. This one just off the corner. 1-2 to Boyer. The Giants play Cleat as a pull hitter. Here's the pitch. Way up high with this one. And Billy is being bothered, Joe. There's no doubt about that. He seemed to give with the wrist then.
He's kind of flinching as he turns that ball loose. If nothing else, it's certainly on his mind.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive hit deep into left field. Keene going back near the fence. It's gone. A home run for Boyer. A line drive over the left center field fence by Cleat Boyer. And the Yankees have gone out in front by a score of 3-2. Well, Joe, that one never did get up in the wind. It had no chance to be bothered by the wind.
Never got up or never got down, just went straight out, high enough to clear that fence. A 2-2 pitch looked like a fastball, and he jumped on it and really sent one right out of here. It's 365 in left center field. There's nothing cheap about any home runs hit here in Candlestick. 365 in left center, 375 in right center, 410 in dead center field.
There's Whitey Ford. Takes the ball up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Whitey has struck out and bounced to the second baseman in 2 trips. Odell delivers. It's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stu Miller, a right-hander, is throwing in the bullpen for the Giants down the left field line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, a fastball that was just off the corner. Ball 2 and strike 1. A home run by Boyer here in the 7th, and the Yankees have gone in front 3-2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He swings and misses. That'll even the count at 2-2 to Whitey Ford. Tony Kubek is in the on-deck circle. Odell ready. The pitch. Ground foul, bouncing behind the plate. Still 2-2. Well, after the 2 games here in Candlestick, today and tomorrow, Saturday will be an off day for traveling. We'll open in Yankee Stadium on Sunday in New York. There's a strike, the fastball, in around the knees, and Whitey Ford is called out. 1 away, and the batter will be Tony Kubek. 8 strikeouts for Billy Odell. Kubek's had 1 hit in 3 trips. Struck out, singled, and flied to left field. Billy taking a little time right now. Doing a little repair work on the pitching rubber. The pitch to Kubek. Strike. Fastball in around the knees. A 1 strike count. Billy into the windup. The pitch. A swing and a miss. He got the curveball by him. Boy, that was a good curveball, Joe.
Gets that ball right in that spot all the time, and as Bob Skinner says, the only fellows can hit that, George, are ball players who are now announcing.
Oh. Got a blast at it?
Oh, boy.
A 2-strike pitch. Ball, it's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You got to give Kubek credit. He swung at it. I usually took that kind, hoping the umpire would miss it.
I always wondered why they even threw it.
The 1-2 pitch. A ground ball hit up the middle. Hiller going over. He can't get it. Kubek has his second hit. A ground ball single up the middle. Hit number 7 for the Yankees. That's a runner at first base with 1 out, and Bobby Richardson steps in.
Well, we talked about it when the Giants had it with Pagan and Davenport, and the Yankees now have a hit-and-run situation where they can go to something if they would choose. Bailey's out talking to Odell. And you can bet that he's asking Odell to give Kubek a good look at first base to give him a chance to make a play. Richardson can really handle that bat. Kubek a good base runner. And to stay away from the big double play, they might break up that infield. They'd like to get Tresh, Mantle, and Maris up there.
Bobby Richardson had 1 hit in 3 trips today, singled in the first inning. Billy Odell looking in. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to left. Harvey Keene is coming in and makes the catch. Bobby Richardson lined the ball right straight to Harvey Keene in left field. It's 2 down, and the batter will be Tom Tresh. Tommy singled and scored a run in the first inning. Flied to right field in the third. Alou made a good play on him, and he bounced to second base in the 5th inning. A runner at first base with 2 outs. The pitch, a ground foul off the third base side. 1 strike to Tresh, and he might have broken his bat on that one. He's going back to the dugout to get a new war club. Well, Boyer started this inning with a home run that broke the 2-2 tie. Whitey Ford struck out. Quebec singled to center, and Richardson has just lined to left field. Quebec at first base, 2 outs. The pitch, ground ball hit to third base. Davenport has it to flip to second. He's out. Tommy Tresh bouncing to the third baseman. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left, and the score at the end of the first half of the 7th inning, the Yankees 3 and the Giants 2. Well, Jim Davenport coming up with that ground ball, and here's a clubhouse chat I'd like you to hear between Jim and Russ Hodges.
You've got a Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor, Jim. I suppose you're a Super Blue Blade man, too.
Sure am, Russ.
How do you like them?
First time I used them, I was amazed. I never had such clean, comfortable shaves.
Here's why Jim and millions of others get such incredible results. Engineers call the remarkably keen edges of Super Blues a scientific breakthrough. They're produced by an exclusive Gillette process. You get such smooth, refreshing shaves with so little effort, why you might look twice to see if there's a blade in your razor at all. A dispenser is included with Gillette's newest razor, the Streamline Slim Adjustable. It's lighter, longer, with a compact design that makes it a breeze to get at those awkward shaving areas. Slim adjusts to 9 different blade settings, and 1 is just right for your skin and beard. Right now, the Gillette World Series Special includes razor and blades, plus a 79-cent can of foamy instant lather. It's a $2.29 value for only $1.95. You can save yourself 34 cents. Well, it's a 3-2 ball game as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. The Giants will send up the top of their batting order. Harvey Keene will be the leadoff man. He'll be followed by Chuck Hiller and then Philippe Alou. Dale Long has gone in to play first base for the Yankees here in the 7th inning in place of Bill Skowron. Here's the pitch to Keene. Strike. He got the fastball over. Harvey bluffed a bunt down the third baseline. He wants to get Boyer in close to give him a chance to slam one by him. A 1-strike count. Ford delivers a ground ball right back to the mound. Whitey picks it up, flips to first in plenty of time. Harvey Keene goes out, pitcher to first.
Been able to change speeds very effectively since the 4th inning on. He got Keene to end that 4th with a change-up, and Whitey has been letting up not only on his fastball but on his curveball. With Keene, he let up on his fastball and had Harvey way out in front.
There's Chuck Hiller. He's had a double in 3 trips today. Ford delivers a fastball. It's in there. 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th inning. There's 1 out with no one on. The Yankees 3 and the Giants 2. Here's the pitch. Down low. 1-1 to Hiller. Chuck doubled and scored the 2nd Giant run back in the 3rd inning. Left-handed batter choking the bat. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 2 and strike 1. Elston Howard walking out in front of the plate, fires the ball back to Whitey Ford. Well, the crowd here at Candlestick Park beginning their rhythmic applause. Trying to get something going for the Giants. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a high pop fly near the mound. Who's going to make the play? Boyer, shading his eyes, makes the catch. Cleat was having a lot of trouble with the sun on that one, Joe.
Got glasses and everything, George, and had to end up shielding his eyes with the bare hand. It's a real high sky here. The players like to see those clouds up there that break that high sky, but today there are none here at Candlestick, and it's a little bit of a problem for the pop fly.
Philippe Alou, the batter. He singled in the 3rd inning. He's bounced to the pitcher and struck out his other 2 trips. Takes a fastball around the knees. 1 strike.
Philippe is kind of a stiff hitter until he swings that bat. They call him the mechanical man. They kid him about they wind him up to begin the season and tell him to go out and hit 300, and he does it.
He's doing a good job, Joe. Here's the pitch. Strike two, the fastball over the inside corner. Alou seemed to be looking for the curve on the first two pitches. Whitey Ford coming in with a good fastball. A strike two count. Whitey looking in. Here's the two-strike pitch. Ground foul. This one hits him on the foot, bounces off to the right.
Mentioned earlier in the ball game, having talked to Howard, that Ford usually gives him 3 pitches to work with in the ball game, and you can see how he's completely switched from the sharp-breaking curveball to where he's let up on both his curveball and his fastball. And now with Alou up there, who he's been able to get with the curveball twice, although he did get 1 base hit, he hasn't shown him a curveball yet. George, it's great when a fellow gives you more than 1 pitch to work with.
Terrific, Joe. And this fellow, Whitey Ford, paces himself so well that he still has a good live fastball right here in the 7th inning. A strike two count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out on a fastball. Alou goes down swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. The score at the end of 7, the Yankees 3 and the Giants 2. Well, Dale Long just went in to play first base, and Mel Allen caught up with Dale Long the other day, and let's listen in.
What do you hear around the clubhouse, Dale?
If you mean shaving, Mel, most of the crew are talking up Gillette's new slim razor. They say it even tops the first adjustable. I'll have to get me one.
And now's the time to get one before the Gillette World Series special is out. It includes the new slim adjustable razor with a dispenser of amazing super blue blades that are so keen, so smooth, it's hard to believe there's a blade in the razor. Plus a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy, cream of all the instant lathers. It's a $2.29 value for only $1.95. You save 34 cents. The slim adjustable is lighter, longer, with a newly designed shaving head for those awkward areas like under your nose and chin. And it's adjustable. 9 different blade settings. And there's one just right for your skin and beard. Take advantage of this Gillette World Series special now. Get the slim adjustable razor, super blue blades, and foamy. A $2.29 value for only $1.95. Mickey Mantle will be the leadoff man for the Yankees here in the 8th inning. Mickey's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Picks one up high. 1 ball, no strikes.
George, nobody will admit to guessing for a pitch, but they all look for a pitch, as you and I well know. He's been inside with Mantle. Let's see if he looks for it.
Here it is. Inside. He pushed him back. A ball, 2, and a no-strike count. You know, they pitch a lot of hitters inside, Joe, good pull hitters, hoping they'll reach in there and pull a couple of them foul and they get 2 strikes on them, then they work a little better. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Here's a fly ball hit to left field. Keene going back. He's near the fence and makes the catch. Mickey Mantle sending Harvey Keene back into deep left field to get his fly ball. Mickey seemed to hit that ball down on the trademark. Didn't have the old ring to it. That's one away, and the batter will be Roger Maris. Raj had a 2-run double in the first inning. Since then, he has struck out and bounced to second. The pitch. Strike. Fastball right down the middle. A 1-strike count to Roger Maris. Odell delivers a curveball hit on the ground. It's into right field. Chuck Hiller racing over. Couldn't cut it off, and Roger Maris has his second hit. For the Yankees, that's number 8. It's a runner at first base with 1 out. And the batter will be Elston Howard. Well, he popped to second base his first time, walked in the 3rd, singled in the 6th inning. Dale Long moving into the on-deck circle. Dale getting into the ball game in the bottom of the 7th for Bill Skowron. Here's the pitch to Howard. A swing and a miss. Fastball around the letters. 1 strike. Odell was taking a good long look at Maris at first base. Checks his runner again. The pitch. Inside. Did he hit him? He did. Elston Howard is hit by a pitch ball as Odell let one get away from him. Maris goes down to second. Howard at first base with one out. And the batter will be Dale Long.
Odell's curveball. Here comes Alvin Dark out of the Giant dugout to talk to his pitcher. Ed Bailey joined in the conversation. He started to say that Odell's curveball is a dive bomber type. It breaks quickly, and many times you'll catch that right-hand hitter and nick him. Remember in the playoff, it was Andy Carey he hit with the curveball. Here was Elston Howard. He just got him where it looks like the hitter thinks he has the ball surveyed pretty well, and all of a sudden, with that real quick break, it'll just get him.
Well, Alvin Dark holding a short conversation with Odell, quickly going back to the dugout. So it'll be Dale Long, the batter, with runners at first and second and one out. Long is a left-handed batter. This fellow was with the Giants at one time. Here's the pitch. There's a base hit into right field. Maris coming around third base is being waved in. Here's a throw to the plate. He is safe. The throw to third. He is safe at third base. Dale Long hit the first pitch hard between first and second on the ground into right field. Maris coming in to score. And Elston Howard moving around to third base. Cepeda cut off the throw and threw to third to Davenport, but too late to get Howard. Now a 4-2 ball game. Runners at first and third, one out, and the batter will be Boyer. Fleets had one hit in 3 trips. That was a home run in the 7th inning that broke the tie. Let's pause here for station identification.
This is WGY Schenectady.
And we're going to have a pitching change, Joe. I believe it's going to be Don Larson, the big right-hander.
That's who it is, George. Larson with a real good slider. This fellow's done great work for these Giants in relief. He's been strictly a relief pitcher for them. And with one man out here and a right-hand hitter, Boyer, the Giants are looking for the ground ball and the double play. And Larson with a good fastball that sinks and a slider that breaks down. It's a ground ball double play pitch. Odell getting a nice hand from this tremendous crowd here.
A new pitcher, Don Larson, big right-hander, will be coming on to pitch to Clete Boyer with runners at first and third and only one out in the 8th inning. The Yankees have picked up 1 run here. So Boyer steps in. 1 hit in 3 trips. That was a home run in the 7th inning that broke a 2-2 tie. Larson gets set. Here's the pitch to Boyer. He was going to bunt. The pitch was high and inside. Boyer squared around. Larson came in high and tight with it. 1 ball, no strike.
Howard didn't look like he didn't know a thing about it, George. He didn't break. It was going to be a safety squeeze if it were a play. And it looks like the way Crossetti and Howard reacted that it was just Boyer's idea.
Larson ready again. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball hit into shallow left field. Keene is coming in. Howard is tagging up. The shortstop is out. They collide, and somebody caught it. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe at the plate. Pagan and Keene collided. Pagan held on to the ball, made a good throw to the plate. It got away from the catcher Bailey, and Howard comes in to score.
George, that looks like one of those plays where Crossetti told Howard that if Keene catches it whole, if Pagan makes the play, come on in, because Pagan, after he collided, had his back just a bit towards the infield. He had to kind of turn around before he cut the throw loose. It was a good one. Thought they might get him at the plate, but the ball got away from Bailey, and now it's a 3-run lead for the Yankees.
5-2, the Yankees out in front. Dale Long moved down to second base with 2 outs, and the batter is Whitey Ford. A pitch to Ford. Ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Keene was camped under the ball, waiting on it, and Pagan racing back from shortstop. Collided with Harvey, made the catch, and as Joe told you, he was off balance. He had to turn completely around. He made a good throw to the plate, but he got away from Bailey, and Howard scoring the run. A pitch to Ford. This went in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
the communication between the Giant players hasn't been good at all today. Pagan and Keene on this play. You remember earlier in the ball game, Philippe Alou had to make a tremendous catch when he and Hiller both could have made the play much easier had the other one thought that he was the only fellow that could make the play.
Larson gets set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball, it's up high, way up high with this one. Ball 2 in strike 1. Well, the Yankees have picked up 2 here in the 8th inning. They lead 5-2, still have a runner at second base with 2 outs. Larson delivers. He checked his swing, but he got the call strike by Al Barlick. That'll even the count at 2-2. Whitey struck out twice today and bounced to the second baseman. This ball game was tied 2-2 going into the 7th. Boyer's home run broke the tie, and 2 more here in the 8th, adding to the Yankee lead. Here's the pitch. Ford takes it down low. 3-2 to Whitey. Larson coming in with a low curveball, trying to get Ford to go fishing. Dale Long is down at second base with 2 outs. Don checks his runner. The pitch to Ford. Down low, he walked him. Whitey Ford draws a base on ball. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs, and the batter will be Kubek.
The wind is starting to really make it be felt here as the flags start to blow towards the right field corner. It becomes a factor now, and ball players constantly checking those flags, especially in this ballpark.
Kubek's had 2 hits in 4 trips. Struck out in the first, flied to left field in the 4th. Singled in the 2nd and the 7th inning. Don Larson gets set. Here's the pitch to Kubek. Ground ball hit hard to shortstop. Pagan's going to go to first base with it. He's out. Kubek goes out short to first. 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning. No errors, 2 men left, and the score at the end of the first half, the 8th inning. The Yankees 5 and the Giants 2. Well, Cepeda's had a great year for the Giants this year, and Orlando's a real come-through ball player, and he's also a man of convictions. Here's one of them.
Since my first shave with Gillette Super Blue Blade, I never even tried any other kind. You can't match that comfort.
Yes, Super Blue Blades have brought new comfort and satisfaction to millions and millions of people. They're made by an exclusive Gillette process that's actually a scientific breakthrough. Super Blue edges are mirror finished, are so keen, so smooth, they whisk through the toughest beard. Why, it's hard to believe there's a blade in the razor. For the finest in shaving results, try the Gillette Super Blue Blades with the new Gillette Slim razor. The Slim is an adjustable razor, lighter, longer, it handles so easily, and it has a compact design for awkward shaving areas. Right now, you get the complete set with a 79-cent can of Foamy, the country's fastest-growing instant lather, at a 34-cent saving. Ask for the Gillette World Series Special, a $2.29 value for only $1.95.
George, apparently Whitey Ford said something to manager Ralph Houck because that bullpen is up right now. Jim Coates a right-hander and Bud Daly a left-hander warming up just as the inning starts. Many times a pitcher will do that. He'll come in and he'll tell the manager. And managers appreciate that. They want the honest answer. They don't want a fellow out there to try to be a hero because that's the wrong place to be a hero is on that mound. If you don't have it or you feel something coming on, managers would like to have that extra protection of knowing earlier. And all you have to do is tell them something like, my arm is tightening up, get somebody ready, and it's the first sign of trouble, they can make that quick move. Well, Whitey Ford is out there here in the 8th inning with the bullpen. Daly a left-hander and Jim Coates a right-hander warming up already as Mays comes up there, and he is hitting a ton against Whitey Ford.
Well, he's hitting 1,000. That's half a ton. 3-3. Willie Mays, the batter, to lead off in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ford delivers. He swings and misses. Up the curveball around the knees. It'll be Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda, and Jim Davenport for the Giants here in the 8th inning. The Yankees in front by a score of 5-2. Bud Daly, a left-hander, and Jim Coates, a right-hander, throwing in the bullpen. The pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Willie has scored 1 run and driven in 1 today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, a change of pace. Ball 2 and strike 1.
Whitey is trying everything. In that pitch, he stepped towards third base and tried to break off a screwball where his body was going one way and his arm the other, and Willie just took it outside.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. A bad curveball breaking down and in. Willie was going for it. 2-2. Willie taking a little time. He knows he swung at a bad pitch, and he's sort of taking a couple of trips around the batter's box before getting back in.
You know, sometimes when you have a fellow who's really wearing your pitcher out, it isn't a bad idea to just tell him what's coming, hoping that he doesn't believe you, and just stand up and take a few pitches.
You know, I think we're on the same beam. I was just thinking Whitey's best luck might be just to throw it down the middle, say, here it is.
Just holler from the mound, say, here comes a fastball, Willie, and throw a fastball belt high and hope that he doesn't believe you.
If I was playing third, though, I'd want to know myself so I could play deep. Here it is. Strike 3 called. He got the fastball over, and Willie is called out on strikes. Willie knew it. He just turned and walked away. Six strikeouts for Whitey Ford today. The batter is Orlando Cepeda. Orlando struck out in the second inning, bounced into a double play, and he's popped to second. Takes one down low. 1 ball, no strikes.
George, it's interesting to see this defense the Yankees have. They are really shading Cepeda towards the right field line.
The pitch is swung on and foul back. So it's 1-1 to Orlando.
Following him all summer, it was funny to see him on the road hit the ball from, say, center field over to the left field line. But here at Candlestick, he goes from center field to the right field line, kind of laying back on his swing. And these Yankees have him pretty well scouted.
Whitey looking in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Change of pace, hit on the ground to the shortstop. Kubak has it. The quick throw to first. He's out. Cepeda goes out, short to first. Whitey changed up on him, put Orlando out in front, and he beat it in the dirt. That'll bring up Jim Davenport, the third baseman. Jimmy's had a single in 2 official trips. He walked back in the 4th inning. Ford delivers, strike, fastball at the knees. 2 outs with no one on. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Yankees 5 and the Giants 2. Here's the pitch. Curveball. He fouls it off. This one going back into the lower deck. A strike 2 count. Whitey getting a new baseball from Al Barlick. Takes a little time as he rubs it up. Yankees broke the tie in the 7th inning with 1 run. Picked up 2 more in the 8th inning. Davenport waiting on Ford. Whitey taking a little time. Here's a 2-strike pitch. Down low, curve in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coates and Daly continue to throw in the bullpen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Change of pace. This one hit in front of the plate. Bounces into the mid of Elston Howard. That'll even the count at 2-2.
When you think about that Howard, you think about that big bat, but he can handle that glove, George.
He's one of the finest catchers in baseball.
Yes,
Joe, there's no doubt about that. The Yankees have had great catchers for years. It's been a tradition over there.
Look how many catchers Yogi sent to the minor leagues and other ball clubs.
Before that, Bill Dickey sent a few to the minor leagues.
I should say so. See a fellow like that, boy, you want to pack up and say, put another potato in the pot, Mom. I'll be home soon.
There's a 2-2 pitch. Line drive at his foul down the left field line. Still 2-2 to Davenport. Willie Mays opened this inning. He was called out on strikes. Cepeda bounced to the shortstop for the 2nd out. Now Jim Davenport, the batter, with a ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Ford into the windup. Here it is. Inside. 3-2 to Davenport. Ed Bailey is in the on-deck circle. The Giants trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Whitey shaking off a sign from Elston Howard. That's one he likes. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Outside, he walked him. Jim Davenport draws a base on ball. That's his second walk today. It's a runner at first base with 2 outs, and the batter will be Ed Bailey, the catcher. Bailey has fouled to second, flied to right, and bounced to the shortstop in 3 trips. Dale Long, the first baseman, is going to play behind the runner at first base. They don't figure Davenport to be running 3 runs behind. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Inside fastball. 1 strike to Bailey. Roger Maris very deep in right field. Mantle deep and around to the right in center field. Here's the pitch. Slow curve. He pops it up into right field. Richardson going out. Maris coming in. Maybe trouble. He makes the catch. Roger Maris on the run made a fine running catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left, and the score at the end of 8. The Yankees 5 and the Giants 2. Well, Jim Coates has been warming up, and Jim's a great experimenter on the field and off. A few days ago, he told how he made out with one of them to Mel Allen in the clubhouse. Let's listen.
Hey, Jim, that's a mighty smooth-looking shave you got there.
I was just trying out my new Gillette Slim Adjustable. Man, that's the easiest shaving razor ever.
Well, easy shaving is right. The new Gillette Slim Adjustable Razor is streamlined from head to handle. It's lighter for easier handling, longer for better balance, slimmer, trimmer for those hard-to-reach shaving areas. And it's the first adjustable razor ever at the low, low price of only $1.50. Like all Gillette adjustables, the new Slim has 9 different blade settings. A twist of the dial, and you have the one that's just right for your skin and beard. With the razor, you get a dispenser of remarkably keen, double-edged Gillette Super Blue blades that gives all but incredible shaving comfort. You can get them both now on the Gillette World Series Special, along with a 79-cent can of Gillette Foamy, cream of all instant lathers. It's a $2.29 value for only $1.95. You save 34 cents. Oh, it's the 9th inning here at Candlestick Park in San Francisco. The Yankees are out in front by a score of 5-2. Bobby Richardson will be the leadoff man. He'll be followed by Tom Tresh and then Mickey Mantle. Don Larson, big right-hander, pitching in relief of Billy Odell, getting ready. The pitch, strike. He got a fastball over. Richardson's had 1 hit in 4 trips today. That was a single back in the first inning. We'll see Tresh and Mantle batting from the left side for the first time today. Here's the pitch. He swings and hits a high fly ball down the left field line. Keene coming over near the stands and makes the catch. Bobby Richardson out on a high fly ball to Harvey Keene down the left field line. That's 1 away, and the batter will be Tom Tresh. Tommy's had 1 hit in 4 trips today. He'll be batting left-handed for the first time. Larson came on relieving Odell in the 8th inning. Mickey Mantle waiting in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Line drive that is into center field, just out of the reach of Pagan. Tresh makes a big turn, but he's going to hold on. Tommy hit that one on the end of the bat. A soft line drive just out of the reach of the shortstop, Jose Pagan. So the Yankees have a runner at first base with 1 out, and here's Mickey Mantle. Stu Miller, a right-hander, is throwing in the bullpen for the Giants. Mantle batting left-handed for the first time today. He's 0 for 3. Walked back in the 3rd inning. He struck out twice and fly deep to left field. Here's Al Dark bouncing out of the dugout. Larson has been looking at his hand, Joe. I don't know whether anything's wrong or not, but Dark is going to talk to Bailey to see what the trouble might be. Now, after a short conference with Barlick and Bailey at the plate, Dark is moving out to the mound to talk to Larson.
one of the other catchers, Orsino, is coming in from the bullpen, and Dark is going to make a move here with Stu Miller. Miller will come in to replace Larson. Bailey is going to the bench, and while we make this change, we'll pause right now for our station identification.
810 on your dial, WGY Schenectady. It's amazing how a major league team can snap back fast when it's down. When you're feeling down, you too can snap right back with a cold, sparkling refresher. Saratoga Vichy, instant pick-me-up tang. So tantalizing, it's delicious all by itself.
And I would imagine you can tell us a little bit about Stu Miller.
Well, he's going to make a catching change, too, George. Usually it's a knuckleball pitcher that they make a catching change. Right now, Bob Neiman is out warming up Stu Miller. Stu is a change-of-speed pitcher, and he's a fellow that is a master at it. I have to grin because when you bat against Stu Miller, you keep telling yourself to wait, and you do wait, and you keep waiting, and then you swing and realize that you should have waited some more. I guess the best way, one of the best ways to describe Stu Miller as far as the hitter is concerned is that he puts pressure on your shoestrings. You can almost feel your body leave the shoes as you're leaning forward. He doesn't overpower you. He throws a slow curveball, a straight change, and when you get to looking for the slow stuff, he can get the fastball by you. Now, Orsino is coming in to catch. Neiman was warming him up. Miller has been used strictly in relief by manager Alvin Dark. And there's so many things. I remember Walker Cooper one day with Larry Getz behind the plate. Stu Miller wound up and threw a slow curveball, and Big Coop was about 5 minutes in front as far as swinging. And he turned around to Larry Getz and very seriously said, "Larry, you better watch that fella. I believe he just wound up and held that ball." It's about how far he can get you off stride. Gary Schumacher, who is a publicity man for the Giants, says that this fella's come up with a new pitch. Miller throws a Wells Fargo pitch, he calls it. He said it comes up there in stages. The thing about him, too, George, is that he's kind of herky-jerky. Gives you a lot of elbows, kneecaps, and neck movement, and throws you off stride.
Well, here's Mickey Mantle. Miller gets set in the first pitch. He swings and hits a long fly ball. If it stays fair, it's trouble. In the corner, it's foul. Mickey Mantle driving one deep into the corner in right field.
The wind is a factor right now. It's blowing from the left field corner across. It doesn't blow out. If you get it in the right center field slot, it'll blow it towards the line. If you get it down the line, it'll blow foul. You'll see a lot of them hit like that off Miller and then get to looking for that slow stuff, and he'll zip one right by you.
A one-strike count to Mantle. Tom Tresh at first base, one out here in the top of the ninth inning. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Fastball by him. 2 strikes to Mickey. The ball that Mantle hit, as Joe told you, was fair all the way, and the wind sweeping across from the left field corner to right, carrying that ball into foul territory. A 2-strike count to Mickey Mantle. Mick's right down on the end of the bat. Miller gets set. Here it is. High fly ball into shallow left field. There's Harvey Keene coming in. Boy, this one's a mile high. He's got it in left center field. Mickey Mantle out on a fly to Harvey Keene. Mickey got to first base and gave the bag a pretty good kicking. Just to say he should have murdered that pitch. That'll bring up Roger Maris. Rogers had 2 hits and 4 trips. He doubled in the first inning, drove in 2 runs. He singled in the 8th and started a 2-run rally. So he's driven in 2 and scored 1 today. Stu Miller pitching in relief of Don Larson, who relieved Billy Odell in this ball game for the Giants. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss. There was a change of pace, and he caught Maris way out in front.
George, this fellow will not only have you talking to yourself, but Miller will have you enjoying the conversation. You keep telling yourself you're going to wait, and you just can't. You can just feel your body start to go forward. Great delivery.
Roger Maris waiting on him. There's a quick throw to first. Trace gets back in time. Maris getting out of the box now. Trash at first base with 2 outs. It's a 5-2 ball game. The Yankees in front. Here's the pitch to Raj. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, looking to the bottom of the 9th inning, Pagan will be the first batter for the Giants. Then I would imagine Orsino will be the second batter. A little switch in the batting order as Orsino went in to catch in place of Bailey as Miller came in to pitch. Then Harvey Keene. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside. Ball 2 and strike 1 to Maris. Richardson opened this inning with a fly ball to Keene in left field. Tom Tresh singled in the left center field. Mickey Mantle hit a high fly ball to Keene in shallow left field. Now it's a ball 2 and a strike 1 count to Roger Maris. Miller gets set. Here's the pitch. He swings and lines it foul down the first baseline. That'll even the count at 2-2 to Raj. Game number 2 will be right here tomorrow afternoon. A couple of right-handers will be the starting pitchers. Jack Sanford for the Giants. Ralph Perry for the Yankees. Manager Al Dark said more than likely Billy Pierce would open the series in Yankee Stadium on Sunday. Miller ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Here's the throw down to second base. A high throw, and Tresh is safe. It'll be a stolen base for Tom Tresh.
I'll say one disadvantage you have as a catcher when you have a fellow who can change speeds, you have to hurry your throw. It was a slow curveball, and you could see Orsino trying to go out and get that ball, trying to speed it along, get it on the express, but couldn't do it, and Tresh steals the big base.
So Tommy Tresh at second base with 2 outs. Roger Maris standing in with a ball 2 and a strike 2 count. Miller checks his runner. Here's the pitch. Down low. Roger Maris draws a walk. It was 3-2 instead of 2-2. Maris on his way to first. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the batter will be Elston Howard, the catcher. Well, he's taking a little time as he gets his shin guards off. So Maris at first base, Tresh at second. 2 down, and Elston Howard, who's had a single in 2 official trips today, the batter. Well, he has walked once, and he's been hit by a pitch ball. Miller comes to a set position, delivers. Strike, a slow curve over the outside corner. 1 strike to Elston Howard. Big, strong, right-handed batter. The Yankees lead 5-2. We're in the top of the 9th inning. There's a ground ball hit the right field. It's in there. Tresh around third coming in. A loose throw will go to second base, and Tresh comes in to score. Elston Howard reached out on a slow curveball and slammed it hard just out of the reach of Hiller into right field. A run batted in for Elston. And the Yankees now lead 6-2.
He just made up his mind he was going to go to the opposite field, and he just widened his strike zone and punched one out there. The fellas that have the success against Miller are those who are able to wait and go to the opposite field.
Maris stops at second base. Well, the Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs, and the batter is Dale Long. Dale's been up 1 time. He had a single and a run batted in the 8th inning. A tap right back to the mound. Miller has it. Throw to first base and plenty of time to get Dale Long. The Yankees picked up 1 run in the inning on 2 hits. There were no errors, 2 men left. And the score at the end of the first half of the 9th inning, the Yankees 6 and the Giants 2.
Well, this is the do-or-die inning for the San Francisco Giants. And I tell you, the way they went through this National League season, you got to go back to that old baseball saying that the game's never over till the last man's out, because if there was ever a ball club that's been counted out, it was these Giants. Not only counted out all season long, but even in the playoffs, as late as the 8th inning, they were counted out and came back to score 4 big runs. They got a tough one out there in Whitey Ford, and once again, Ralph Houck has gone to his bullpen to get them up in a hurry. It's been a long inning for Ford. He's taking quick warm-up tosses. His uniform shows some perspiration, which is a bit unusual here at Candlestick because it's kind of a cool day. seated on that bench in the shade, trying to stay warm, it could be a factor here. But Ford, and I tell you, that's why, and George and I both talked about it, statistics don't mean a thing when you come into a World Series, because here is Whitey Ford, where they talk about complete ball games. During the season, he had 7 of them. Now, you say to yourself, that's not a whole lot. And you compare it to a Terry, he's got 14. Both of them tremendous pitchers, but when you go for that one tough ball game, here is Whitey Ford, and here he is in the bottom of the 9th inning, a 4-run lead, and the bottom of the Giant lineup coming up. Pagan, who has been on with base hits twice. Pagan and probably Orsino are a pinch hitter, depending on what Dark wants to do, and then the top of the order. So it's the bottom of the 9th, first game of the 1962 World Series, and George, do or die for the Giants.
Right, Joe, it's the bottom of the 9th inning. It'll be Jose Pagan to lead off. He'll be followed by the catcher, I believe, Orsino. We did not receive an announcement that Orsino was going to bat number 9, but he has moved out of the dugout into the on-deck circle. When they made the pitching change in the 9th inning, the pitcher moved into the batting position of Ed Bailey, number 7 in the lineup, and the catcher Orsino, more than likely batting 9th. Here's Pagan. He's had 2 hits and 3 trips today. Whitey Ford ready, and the first pitch. Ground ball hit wide of third. It's into left field. Jose Pagan gets his third hit. A ground ball just out of the reach of Warrior into left field. Well, the Giants have a runner at first base with no one out. And the batter will be John Orsino, the catcher. This will be his first time at bat today. Big, strong, right-handed batter. Action going on in the Yankee bullpen down the right field line. The pitch to Orsino. Strike, he got the curveball over. Jim Coates, a right-hander, and Bud Daly, a left-hander, throwing for New York. Here's the 1-strike pitch. A swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Orsino. Dale Long playing behind the runner at first base. Everybody back on the infield. Yankees have now out-hit the Giants 11-10. Here's the pitch. High pop fly. This may be out of play. Howard coming over near the dugout. He can't get it. This one landing about 5 or 6 rows back into the crowd. The attendance here today, in case you missed it, 43,852. Orsino going back to the dugout to get a new war club. Cracked his bat on that last one. Well, you can hear the rhythmic applause of the fans, and they're still here. Very few have left this ballpark. They are rooting for the Giants to get something going. Ford gets set. Here's the pitch. A swing and a foul, bouncing behind the plate. 2 strikes. They've seen the Giants come from behind before. Yesterday, in the all-important playoff game down at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, they were trailing by 2 in the 9th inning, and they picked up 4 runs. Today, they trail by 4 here in the bottom of the 9th. Whitey Ford delivers. A ground ball hit to third base. Boyer goes to second. 1 out. Back to first. The double play. Orsino hits into a fast double play. Boyer down to Richardson. Back to Dale Long. Well, that's 2 down. It'll leave it up to Harvey Keene. Boyer made a good play. Went far to his left to get that ball. Had to get rid of it quickly to Richardson, who took the throw and flipped it back to Long. Harvey Keene is 0 for 4 in the ball game. Ford ready. Here's the pitch. Down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Keene has struck out, bounced to third, and twice he has bounced back to the pitcher. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike. He got the fastball over. 1-1 to Harvey Keene. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. There's 2 outs with no one on. The Yankees lead 6-2. The 1-1 pitch. He swings and hits a drive to center field. Mantle is going back. This should be the ball game. He's got it. It's all over. Harvey Keene flies to center field. No runs in the ninth inning on one hit. There were no errors, no one left, and the final score of the ball game, the Yankees 6 and the Giants 2.